most of these guys are used to or are expecting the high intensity?
Well, we've got a group of guys who can really skate. You think of our returning guys like Lacasse and Beaton and Morin. They're all skaters, and the guys we have is like Beauvillier, Plante, Poole, and all. They're excellent skaters. So we need to make that as part of our package as a team.
Were there any surprises out there?
No, we weren't looking for surprises. You know, I told the guys first morning, don't worry about mistakes at all. Just worry about getting comfortable as a group. You know, we have the white team and the blue team, and just wanted them to be comfortable with each other and be comfortable in the camp. And you know, you tell the guys, let's have fun, but at the same time, if they're you know, some of them their first camp, they're nervous. Some returning guys see all these new faces and think, well, am I going to make this team or not this year? I played here last year. What are my chances? So you try to have a little bit of fun with it too. And you know, I really liked how Jamie Dumont, his drills really kind of kept the guys great hockey drills, but also light and focused. And same thing with the work that Adam Nichols is doing on their skating. So we're trying to keep it competitive, but you know what? You have to have fun playing this game too. So that's certainly that's going to be a goal of ours every day. Be competitive, work hard, get better, but enjoy doing it.
You only brought in 44 players this year. What was your mindset into doing that, as opposed to some teams they're bringing in 65, 66 players?
Well, everybody has slightly different philosophies on training camp. Ours is simply, let's work really hard over the summer and get the best players, get a core of players that we know all can make this team, as opposed to bringing in guys, oh, let's bring him in, what the heck, it's only another body, and we're going to cut him anyway attitude. I'm not saying other teams are doing that, but it's been our philosophy to really work hard on getting a group of core people that even during our camp, they're going to get better because they're playing against top guys. They're not playing with guys. It's not realistic in our mind to take in 70 guys that could all make your team. That's, again, our opinion.
It sounds like you're taking like the same mentality. I watched the USA Hockey press conference on Monday, and Brian Burke said something. He wants to start building a team now instead of bringing like 40 guys. He wants to build like the chemistry now.
Well, that's a philosophy you need in certain situations. I know exactly what Brian's saying, and his situation is very similar to ours, where we brought in a number of guys on trades. Taking a week out of our training camp to test drive some other players, as opposed to taking that same amount of time and having the guys build chemistry within our group is to us far more important. So I understand Brian's point, and our point is very similar. The first night on Tuesday night barbecue with the billets and the players, a whole bunch of players are already tight. They're already friends. We have 2 or 3 guys that played together in Montreal, 2 or 3 guys that played together in Quebec City, and they're buddies. They played summer hockey together. There's already a chemistry building, and we wanted to really build on that from day one.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, like the line Stefan Fournier, Matthew Grungra, and Michael Chapouf all play together in midgets. Are you going to try to use that maybe?
Well, midgets a year or two behind them now, so it's going to be a matter of how it works out here. Sure, I mean, it makes sense to throw that line together at some point and see how it works, but we'll be trying all kinds of combinations.
Now, the Quebec Major juniors all together seems to be cyclical, and the fact that, old players move on to professional or whatever they're going to do, and you bringing in new players. Where do you feel the Maineiacs are at right now? Are you a building? Are you in the middle? Or do you think that you're a team that can compete for the upper echelon of junior hockey?
We're in the middle. We should be building, and in some respects we are, but we feel that we can be in the middle now, in one step, 1 year, as opposed to, I think you're always building at some level in some pieces of your team, but we feel that where we're at now, we have enough pieces in place with the trades we've made, with the great draft we had, that we have the pool of talent to make some things happen. We were very skilled up front. Yes, we might need a little work on the blue line. Our goaltending, it's an interesting situation with a 23-19-year-old player goalies in camp. So, some sorting out. But every single team will be doing some sort of sorting out during camp.
Is it like something where the perception outside other places, looking at this team, this will be a bottom 2 team? Are you hoping these guys just go out and play because they don't know any better because they're so young?
the expectations that you place on yourself and will dictate your success. And if you put limitations there as part of your expectations, then you're going to have limited success. We feel that this group should expect quality stuff from their performance this year. And I used the analogy before where, you know, when we're changing our forward lines in the game, we're not going to say we want a 17, 18, and 19-year-old please. We want the age has almost disappeared already after the first meeting. You know, who's going to make the team? The best players. Not so many 19s, so many 20s, so many 17s, so many 18s. That's not the way it should work. It's not the way it's going to work. That's it. Okay, great.
Yeah. Thanks, John.